Hi everybody, it's June here. June Angel Pews. Excuse me, my voice isn't very good today. I'm alright, sorry I haven't been round to see you all in terms of being on YouTube. Lots gone on the last couple of weeks, but nothing that I want to bore you with today. So, I've quite forgotten where we got up to with the Finnabair workshop that I went on. So I just thought, well, I'll start from where I left off, I suppose, in going to the workshop and coming up with the two canvases that you've seen. That one, sorry about the glare, I do like this, the more I look at it, the more I like it. And the album. I don't know, yeah, I think I did mention costs. It is expensive. Personally, I wouldn't have done the two that I did. I did a half day and a full day. I wouldn't have done those because I felt I got everything that we were going to get from that weekend on the afternoon where I did a half day. It's certainly done enough to start me off, and YouTube, I mean, it's all there, isn't it? So once you've got your grounding, it's well worth going on, but don't spend a lot of money, because honestly, you know so much anyway. I know you do, because I've seen your work, you know, and you can just play with your backgrounds. I mean, it was smashing. I liked the way she did it. This was an ordinary canvas with black gesso. It was their heavy gesso. But of course you can do your own black gesso, and if you want it a heavier one, you can, you know, add corn flour and granules and all sorts of things to make it more texture or thicker or whatever you like. So then we cut up small pieces of paper. She pointed out to us that this is a good way, and it certainly is, of using your not so nice papers. I mean, I've got quite a few. Oh, excuse me, here. I mean, here's one that I just think it's dreadful. Not my cup of tea at all. It's October afternoon, make a snow angel. And the other side is, you know, I mean, if you're doing that sort of project, but I'm never likely to do anything with that. So I will take great pleasure in using those. But you can literally use anything. But I like the way she started us off. You know, cutting these pieces up. I chose to put them in squares up and down, and then we went on, you know, to do the glossing, you know, the heavy gel. We obviously put the picture on first, sorry, jumping the gun here. But, you know, I'm not doing a tutorial, I'm not doing a, you know, this is how you do it, because there is so much on YouTube. Go over to Lily, she's done a few now, lovely. And Angela Holt, Finnabair herself, or itself, it's Donna, isn't it? I often forget her name. So yes, you know, you don't really need, you know, you can see, can't you? Whatever picture you use, we were told to have a proper photograph, not to have an inkjet image, because with all the moisture, it obviously would come off. But I got around that one by printing it on my, this image and a few others, on my inkjet, and then coating it in my favourite acrylic glaze. But you could use Mod Podge, anything like that, and it makes it completely waterproof. What you do have to remember right the way through this process is whenever you come to spray, you put a tissue or something there. Apparently, I don't think anybody did it in our workshop, but apparently so many people just get so excited because you do, oops, sorry, knocking the camera, you do get excited, no doubt about it, and you're mad to get your colours on, you know, and their spray colours, oh, Lily gave me the name the other night, and I haven't got it with me. They are fabulous. Out of all the Finnabair, Finnabair things, mediums, etc., that's what I will buy. Lily loves the their own 3D gloss, but it's too expensive for me. It's nearly £11 a jar here, 230ml, same as this one. So I did some internet searching and found a firm. I'll put the link down below because I can't remember. And I got exactly the same thing, and she said if it doesn't do exactly the same thing and doesn't give you the same adhesive and gloss, etc., she will refund my money plus. So it's going to be fairer than that. So yes, this is Reeves I came up with, and it's the 3D Gloss Super Heavy Gel. And of course that says to use it with acrylic paint, because that's what all these mediums were used for in the past. We used to be used for the different paints, and when they were painting sea scenes and things like that. I think I've opened this one. So I bought a couple, so you can see how thick it is. So I'm quite happy with that, and that's what I will use, unless, because I haven't done anything. I said I was going to, didn't I? But oh gosh, just too much been going on so far. I can't believe where we're at with our month already. And of course I will go back to my famous golden. I've got loads of different, and I showed you on a video, I think, what I use them for. This is the regular gel. That's the gloss. Oh, can't. No, my hands. Oh, that's it. Gone a bit yellow, but it doesn't matter. And what I like about this and this is it dries clear, whereas the one that Donna was using, the Prima one, dries cream, not cream, white. If you like that, fine, but it's not what I like. That's a garnet gel. That's a really heavy. Gosh, it weighs a ton as well. Let me see if I can. No way. I was just thinking the other day, all these gels and my glues, etc., I always put Vaseline around here when I've finished, so that they're not hard to open. But obviously I've not done that with a few of these. That's the clear granular gel. Heavy gel again, crackle paste. Oh, it's fabulous, the golden. Superb. So yes, I love my golden. I've got loads and loads of different products. They're not cheap, but they're certainly not as expensive as some of the ones I've seen in Finnabair. But you know, you pay what you can afford, don't you? But I'm just trying to point out that there's no need to have to stretch to that, because once you start on these canvases, you're going to be hooked, and you're going to use loads of this. I sat on a table with 3 of the girls, and they kept filling this size up, and I think we went through I mean, I think there was 2 pots on the table between the 4 of us, and I think we topped it up about 7 or 8 times. So, you know, you're going to use a lot, so you might go along with what I say and go for a cheaper make. The same with the cogs and all that sort of thing. You've probably been collecting like I have for years, and you'll have all sorts of things. I mean, they do give you on the workshop, by the way, I said it wasn't cheap, but they must give you about £30 or £40 worth of the canvas, the materials, you know, the mediums, the cogs and the metal charms, etc. You could take some of your own if you wanted to. I took, you can see that. It's a 3D, I think it's a wren. It's a 3D bird. This would normally move, this wing, but of course I put it on to stay there. Yeah, they say take your own if you've got a special charm, and I sort of took that one, the spoon. Oh, there's a couple of different charms I took, but mostly these. Oh, and that big one there. Mostly these are the Prima ones, and I've lost my trait now. I can't remember what I was saying. It's gone. The gel medium, I think I used a plastic fork on this one to give the texture. But I found this when I got home. Look, I've had this for donkey's years. You know, the different edges to it. I sort of cut my own there and created. I think it was a plaid, this was. But you know, you can use anything, can't you? Marquetry comb. Ah, right, it is plaid, yes. There's one of my images, look, with, sorry about the glare, but I'm trying to show you the acrylic wax. Fantastic. I use gallons of it. Yes, that's those. As I say, I've lost my track now. I'm so sorry. Story of my life. I'm going to show you the pages that I made the next day along with this. Come on, June, where have you put them? More humble this. Well, they were here and they can't have walked away. Here they are. Oh, let me show you this first. That would have been the beginning of a canvas, but this was a page I started on. You see how I've covered an ordinary piece of paper with gesso and then cut up bits of paper again and gessoed that over. So that would have been the basis of another set of pages. But I got bored, so I stopped doing much then in terms of that project, because I'd finished this and I was not too keen on what she was doing with the pages inside. Although when I showed Lily and, I think it was Lily, I don't know, it might have been Tricia and Diana. Hi, all of you. They quite like these. This was supposed to be, a double set of pages. I like the colour, I must admit. So yes, you can see we've done the same thing with regard to the gesso and stencil. Oh yes, I didn't mention the stencils, did I? Again, you've probably got all your own stencils, and it's just a matter of putting fabric on, stamping, lace, masking tape. I didn't like the masking tape thing because it repels the of course, that's why you use masking tape, isn't it? It repels the textures, etc., that you're putting on it. So I took most of those off. Yeah, you see there's some there, and it's completely, I've got white there, and I didn't want white there. So, I don't know, I might have done something wrong. That's why I used a little charm, some more stamping and lace. I mean, there needs a lot more texture, you know, 3D effects. As I say, I got fed up, or not fed up, bored. Personally, because, you know, I have trouble concentrating, and my, you know, I forget things. She was going far, far too fast for me. And I'm used to, because I've done quite a few workshops over the years, just lately, with textiles over in Jersey. And I'm used to tutors that come along with paperwork, you know, everything written down so you can refer to it if you want to without going after the tutor. A prepared piece of work so you can actually see what you're going to make. That's how I'm used to working, and I found Donna to be very fast in her speech, I suppose because she'd got a lot to get through. I'm not, you know, she's a lovely person, don't get me wrong. It's just that she was far too quick for me and too intent on making her own example ready for the next class, you know, and what she produced was fabulous, but it was just too quick for me, and I didn't get enough personal attention. I would have liked a lot more, but that's a personal opinion, you know. As I say, I'm not decrying anybody, it just wasn't enough for me. I spoke to the owner of the gallery where it was held, and he agreed with me. He's had a couple of people say the same thing, so it wasn't just me. And without causing any offence regards age, I think it is an age thing with me, you know. Yes, I've got other problems, you know, but as you get older, you know, you're not so quick on your toes, and I certainly was the very, very, very eldest there. They were nearly all young girls, you know, that were very sprightly and very creative, and bang, 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 they'd done this and done that, you know. I was way behind everybody. That's why I got a bit fed up, or despondent, let's say, the next day. I was about 3 stages behind them all the time. And, yeah, it was a bit of a pain, that was, but still. Collage in general, before the Finnabair, and before stencils really came into effect, I used to use old embroidery or old tapestries. I mean, look at this, it's the real 1960s, isn't it? Old canvases. This is I don't know what this one, oh, it's cottage. But yeah, you can get them for next to nothing at charity shops, certainly over here. I don't know what you like over there. Cut them up and, you know, randomly put them on your canvas, and it makes fabulous background. I mean, not the whole thing, just cut them up randomly and, you know, use those. They're superb. And that's what I shall be doing over the next few weeks or whatever. Backgrounds, we could go on forevermore, couldn't we? And I would heartily recommend you, if you haven't got, let's see if I've got any here, yes, if you haven't got any books about backgrounds, etc., go to the library, have a look round, and then when you found your favourite, no doubt you'll buy one. This is a good one, it's been out a few years. The Crafter's Recipe Book, 200 New Ideas on Decorating Objects, Paper, Fabric, Ceramic and Wood. And there's some fantastic recipes, so to speak, in here. Often refer to that. It's not supposed to be there. Ignore that. The Artist Trading Card book. Sorry about that, Claire. That equally has got loads of recipes in to do the ATC background. You can see the amount of stickers I've got in there to keep myself referring to it. And if I was you, again, it's only me, you know, you'll do your own thing. I do them on little 3x3s or ATC card size. Your samples. I wouldn't be experimenting straight onto my canvas. This is another one, Stuart Gilt's, a firm in UK, the Painted Surface, and that gives you loads and loads again on different things to do. Fusible film and fibres, cold techniques, Byzantia, special effects products, stencils, registration marks. Oh, there's everything. And the other thing I refer to a lot, if I've told you this before, just ignore me, always on. I was in a group, oh gosh, 19, have I got it on there? Yeah, 2008, where we all worked on, there was 100 of us that decided to go in for this. And this was all around the world. We all decided to do a particular painting background project of some sort and put how you did it on the back, plus your details. So anytime I want to use this particular one, you know, I can go through it, I can see the person's contact details, get in touch with them if necessary and say, I've forgotten how you did so and so. I did coffee, gloopy coffee paper. Now this has gone wrinkly. It wasn't like that in the first instance. It was Chinese newspapers, the ones they have in the Chinese takeaways. Gloopy coffee, and then the odd gold effect with bubble wrap, and then sealed. I seal everything. Every single thing I've finished with, I seal it. Because wherever you're going to have it, certainly in the UK, because it's such a dirty place, there's constant dust in the air. The Midlands particularly, which is where I am, everything gets very dirty. The dust on my cloth when I dust, etc., is black. Not grey, not white, it's black. So, yes, and that's what I use nearly all the time. Unless, you know, I've really run out of that, I'll use, well, and the other thing, of course, acrylic wax. Depends what sort of thing. As soon as I got these home, I sealed this with this. You've got no problem then. You can dust them off quickly with a little feather duster with no problem at all. So that's keen. It's top crystal clear. It doesn't yellow, that is absolutely true. It's completely transparent and I love it. It's a bit smelly, but do it outside. Yeah, going back to these, sorry. So we all did 100, so I did 100 of those. Sent them off to this kind lady who, you know, got them all together and sorted them all out and sent us 100 and odd. It wasn't just 100. Different techniques, and it's this fantastic resource, absolutely fantastic. You know, the times I've just dipped in this and thought, right, what's that? I like that. See, wouldn't that look super with that? Just the right colour. What is that, by the way? Clear tar gel. Oh, that's that stringy gel. I love it. I'd love to do that one day. Clear tar gel resist with acrylic paints or colour spray washes. So it's watercolour paper, the tar gel, palette knife, paintbrush, etc. Colour your paper with acrylic paints or sprays. Let it dry, colour your covered paper with the clear tar gel. Dip your palette knife into the clear tar gel and pull the knife straight up and drop it randomly on your coloured paper. And you do have to do it dead quick. I mean, I've got some bits in the kitchen and it's very messy, so you wouldn't want to see me doing it now. Drip it randomly onto the coloured paper, making whatever design you want. Make sure you do not stir the tar gel up yet. Dip the knife in and straight up and out of the jar. Let it dry for 8 hours. Once the clear tar gel dries, the gel will take on the colour of the paper below it, and it does as well. You see? Fabulous. I love this. I love all my mediums, but oh, that's fabulous. We got also, I wish I could find that, there was one even, how to do a pop-up card. I never knew how to do it till I saw this girl's. I don't know what I've done with it. Fabulous idea, look at that. Yeah. Yeah, just a simple figure on a card, and she showed you exactly how to do this pop-up figure. It was so simple and so effective. There's loads here. It's a super idea that this girl came up with. Crackle paste, I wonder what she used. Apply crackle medium, yeah. Oh, she dribbled watercolours and splattered paint and with a toothbrush, etc. for additional interest. So there you go. Now, I'm flashing, not me literally. I don't, there it is. I was just going to say, I don't think there's anything else. I'm sure there is loads, but there's that. You see? Little girl. I mean, it was still sticking to the 3x3. She stamped that, and then that one doesn't open, does it now? Look, so effective. And then that was her contact details on the back, and the actual how-to was tucked in a little, she made a little pocket. So good. Some of them were brilliant, honestly. And there's the how-to. Isn't that wonderful? So perhaps that's something we could think of doing, you know. We did it with a book as well. That was another group. But of course there wasn't so many because it was a book and it was a lot of work, you know, whereas this is... So yeah, perhaps we could do. That was just me experimenting the other night with the sprays on black card, yeah. So that's Finnabair for you. So go and have a look at those videos if you've not already done so. You will be hooked. I can absolutely guarantee that. It's marvellous, and I'm glad I went. And that's about it, I think. Now we're on 30 minutes, so I've got to go. Otherwise it'll stop dead, and I'm sure you've heard enough of me. I'll try and come back reasonably quickly this time with some bits and bobs I've got to show you. I hope everybody's keeping well, keeping warm if you're over here, because it's so blooming cold. I spend a lot of time in bed these days because I'm so tired. I hate the winter these days. I used to love it. But no, not now, I'm too cold. Although saying that, you know, I've not got much on today. Okay, that's all I can think of. So I will see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye.